Do you know the position of money and financial markets in the economy? Have you come across financial markets, financial institutions and innovations? Have you realized that banking sector plays a significant role in economic growth and development? Are you aware of the monetary policy of the central government? Are you familiar with monetary policy instruments which are used for correcting the disequilibrium in the financial setup? For all these questions, this course would help you to get an idea. The money market is a key component of the financial system as it is the fulcrum of monetary operations conducted by the central bank. It is a market for short-term funds which maturity ranging from overnight to 1 year and includes financial instruments that are deemed to be close substitutes of money. The money market performs three broad functions. Firstly, it provides an equilibrating mechanism for demand and supply of short-term funds. Secondly, it enables borrowers and lenders of short-term funds to fulfill their borrowing and investment requirements at an efficient market clearing price. Thirdly, it provides an avenue for central bank intervention in influencing both quantum and cost of liquidity in the financial system, thereby transmitting monetary policy impulses to the real economy. I, Dr. Malavari V, Associate Professor, Department of Economics, Avinashlingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, would like to offer a course on money and financial markets with the objectives to understand evolution and concept of money and an in-depth knowledge of theories of money, to provide knowledge about the functions and significance of financial institutions and markets, and also interest rates, monetary management, and instrument of monetary policy control, to expose students to the working of money and capital markets in India, to provide insight about the various financial and banking sector reforms and monetary policy of India. Coming to the course outline, Unit 1 will be the concept, functions, measurement of money. Money is anything serving as a medium of exchange. Money may be defined as anything which is generally acceptable by the people in exchange of goods and services or in repayment of debts. The money market plays a significant role in the economy. It serves as a market for indulging in transaction for a short period. Therefore, it has to offer the facility of adjusting liquidity for the business, corporations, banks, financial institutions, and non-banking financial institutions. Hence, the first chapter of the course will focus on the concept of money and their functions and measurement of the market value of goods, services, and other transactions. And also, this section discusses the theories of money supply such as Fisher's quantity theory of money, the Cambridge equations, the Keynesian theory of money, Friedman restatement of quantity theory of money, and post-Keynesian approaches of money. The second unit will deal with the primary role of financial institutions is to provide liquidity to the economy and permit a higher level of economic activity than would otherwise be possible. This chapter divided into two sections. One section explains the role of financial markets and institutions, problem of asymmetric information, adverse selection and moral hazard, and financial crisis. Other section deals with the money and capital markets, organization, structure, and financial reforms in India, and also give details about the role of financial derivatives and other innovations. The third unit of the course is regarding interest rates. It defines how the supply of money and the demand for money combine to affect the equilibrium interest rate in an economy. An interest rate differential is the difference in the interest rate between two currencies in a pair. If one currency has an interest rate of 3% and the other has an interest rate of 1%, it has a 2% interest rate differential. The use of interest rate differentials is of particular concern in foreign exchange markets for pricing purposes. Thus, this chapter identifies the factor determining interest rate and sources of interest rate differentials, and theories of term structure of interest rate and interest rates in India. Unit 4 is about banking system. Banking system plays an important role in promoting economic growth, not only by channeling savings into investment, but also by improving allocative efficiency of resources. Hence, this session discusses about the banking system, their balance sheet, portfolio management, and role and structure of Indian banking system, and banking sector reforms, institution of financial markets, and regulating institutions. In the last unit, we will be looking at central banking and monetary policy. Central banks conduct monetary policy by adjusting the supply of money, generally through open market operations. For instance, a central bank may reduce the amount of money by selling government bonds under a sale and repurchase agreement, thereby taking in money from commercial banks. Therefore, this chapter provides the information about the organization structures and functions of central bank and their balance sheet, and also discusses the objectives or goals, targets, and the key indicators and various instruments of monetary policy control. And also, this chapter argues the monetary management system in an open economy and current monetary policy exists in India. These 5 units will be divided into 40 modules, which would be covered in a span of 15 weeks. The course is of 4 credits. The nature of work would be video, text, assignments, live chats, discussion forum, activities, and assessments. The exam will be online. The prerequisite and targeted audience are students doing their undergraduation in economics, commerce, management stream, and also who are interested to learn about the economic growth of our country can join in this course. It also suits the professionals working with auditors, accountant, school teachers, and college university teachers. The requirement to enroll for this course is only the interest to learn. So enroll in the course and enjoy the interactive learning. Thank you.